Hello to all my medium fans! How you doing out there? We have a new deck tech today. We're going to be doing Deleph killers. I'm not sure exactly what to call this, because it's not exactly killers. It's like Deleph killer sites. But you can go and check out the actual deck tech video down below. And again, big shout out to all the subs and patrons who make this possible. And of course, to inkgaming.com, who is my big #1 sponsor. You can check them down below as well for a coupon code. And they're coming out with some t-shirts soon, so I'm looking to do some more t-shirt stuff through them right away. Look for that in the future. Alright, Worldbearer Behemoth. So the idea of this deck, as you might have guessed, is to play our new promo Deleph, and we're putting it into a shell that's a little bit of a merge of both Xenan killers, if you know that, traditionally, and Xenan sites. And our opponent scooped! Hello everybody! Welcome to Game 2, I guess. First one we're not really going to count. I actually went through and did a whole bunch more games and recorded them all, but then I had a little problem where they got corrupted, so we're re-recording them! Let's go through all of these games again, which is kind of nice because we didn't see a lot of Deleph. We won all of our games, but we didn't see Deleph a lot, and I want to play a little more Deleph, so hey, you know what? That's kind of cool. We get to do it again. And now maybe we can show off what the Deleph Cursed Prophet promo actually does. And this is a decent hand to start us off with. I mean, we've got Teacher of Humility here, Annihilate as backup. It's unfortunate we don't actually get a turn 2 Teacher, but we might be able to with the Crest scouting for us. We'll see what we get. And there we go. Seed of Mystery will do it. I wish we were on the play, because obviously Teacher on the play is a big difference. Oh, they've got... Oh, wait, what? Eileen's Favor actually stops that. Awesome. Okay. So, no longer does our disciplinary weights do anything. This is interesting. It's still a 3-3 for 2. Like, I'm gonna get it down there. But this is kind of wild. Vara looks like it's going to be kind of important. Well, I kind of want to pass here, just so that we can Vara and then get through. I don't know. I'm gonna pass. See what happens. Rain of Frogs. Alright, well, there goes Vara. That wasn't even what they caught out of the market, was it? They're just playing that main. So this looks like, I don't know, some kind of blue try and be annoying as possible deck. There's a lot of those. That's a thing that happens. Like, people try and play super control just to be, I don't know, try and frustrate your opponent out of the game a lot of the time is kind of how it feels. I'm going to grab, which is certainly a valid thing to do. I don't even know what I want here. Maybe Twilight Hunt. I think that's probably the best thing we can get. Yeah. At this point, we're not going to keep going for the value. We're just going to smash. Yeah, they'll let it hit. That's fine.
Now, the real training begins.
And we can get Worldbearer next turn, although I'm much more likely to just want to play Xenan Temple. I want to wait until we can actually Worldbearer and immediately Twilight Hunt. Okay. I'm a little bit worried about the double merchant early here.
Take this.
But this should be good. I mean, Worldbearer plus Twilight if we draw power next turn. Sure. Or we could just Twilight Hunt this now, or Xenan Initiation it now, which seems a little better for us. No feasting on my watch, thank you very much.
Take this.
Teacher plus Amaran Stinger next turn if we want. We can just hold off on Worldbearer. Yeah, they just have a billion Rain of Frogs. I mean, I'm not sure what you want to get here, though. All of these cards are pretty nasty, and Rain of Frogs isn't adding anything. Which is why Rain of Frogs is not the best main deck card. It's annoying. It's definitely annoying. It always feels frustrating, but that being said, it's not doing a lot here. It's not impacting the board, and we're crushing them on board, so it doesn't really matter. We also have just a lot of other playables, right? Like, we've got a lot of things that we can slam here. There's Deleph. We can go Augury. Sure. We can go Teacher Deleph instead. Kind of like that.
You're a sad bunch.
There's our time sigil. Would have been able to get the Worldbearer down. Oh well.
Take this.
I mean, I don't see our opponent getting out of this. They're not going to have a board wipe because they're just in mono primal. They have double hailstorm? And they can't, right? Yeah. Sure. This is always a fun one. Deleph is now an actual threat. Oh, and I can Stinger too. Should probably do that. It's nice to look at what we get off of Deleph first, but I don't mind dealing them an extra power damage here. And if we can get Nightfall... Okay, that's too cute for me not to do.
Watch your step.
That is way too cute for me not to do. I have to show them that we also have Rain of Frogs. I'm still giddy about that last game. That was a great end to it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. I might pledge away the Moonstone Vanguard. Incredibly enough, just because we are really stuck on 5s here. And Worldbearer needs 3 times, so kind of makes a lot of sense. Kind of sort of makes sense. I think it looks good. Opponent deep in the tank. Here we go. Yeah, I want to pledge it. It just doesn't make sense to risk it when I know that I can get up to 4 power this way, have all the time that I need.
Another glass.
Corendon Steward. That's a card I don't expect to see often. It is strong, though, actually. I can see it being good. Like, it attacks hard early. If you can get it down fast, that in power is nothing to sniff at. There's a reason why it's a draft all-star. And I mean, it's good late, too. Just having deadly makes it kind of nasty. Grip Knife Assassins. So I'm guessing they're just, like, all deadly units? We could go for the Ebon Dune Smuggler here instead of Cursed, and that might just be better. Cursed is actually kind of a late-game card, is the thing. It can be used to block early, but with all these deadly units, it's not helping us here. So we can trade off a Worldbearer if we want. Maybe trade Initiation for Twilight Hunt, just because it's a cheaper upgrade with what we have. I think that's the plan. And I'm going to just trade this with Grip Knife Assassin.
The fruits
of Paradise. Okay. Might even Praxis Arcanum next turn. Maybe. Because it does get us close to the Worldbearer, Accelerate, or, you know, Twilight Hunt immediate kind of plan. Yeah, we'll lose it instantly. Although we do have another one. Getting charge on the Worldbearer is nothing to sniff at. I really want that. I'm going to do it. I know that it's a little bit crazy, but I'm going to do it. Accelerate 1. Then if we draw power, it means that we get Worldbearer down immediately, and then that means that we can do the other Worldbearer with Twilight Hunt right away. Because we desperately need to hit power cards here. Really, really glad that we pledged that Moonstone Vanguard. I didn't expect that we would draw no power sources in the meantime. So, I mean... little awkward that they're not going to attack with the Steward. Smart play, though. Really smart play by our opponent.
Send a message.
Knowing that we'd accelerate something out. Amaran Stinger. I'm actually just going to Deleph here. that'll mean that they'll probably attack through, and then I can try and get Stinger in. Either get the Stinger in, or get another power and be able to charge Worldbearer. We were really, really stuck on this. I hope that we actually have as good of a run as we did last time, because we did awesome in the last recording. I'm really sad that we lost it. Yeah, I expect the whole team to get in. I will block one of the 1/1s. I imagine it's just to get extra damage. Yeah. It's possible that they torch, but if they're spending time doing that, it's okay. It's not going our face. Obliviabot. Hello. Man, this no power thing is unfortunate. Okay, give them a Shamebearer, I guess.
It's written
Can
right
I get a
here.
power card? Thank you.
You're a sad bunch.
Get the teacher, pass the turn. It's kind of nice that we give them an extra card here that makes them want to play more stuff out of their hand, which means they need more power. And Obliviabot, if you don't know, doesn't work so well with that. That feels really weird. They have an Empower card that gives +2/+2, so they want to be playing power. And they have another Empower card that punishes them severely for playing power. I can understand both of these cards in different decks. I'm not sure that I understand them in the same deck. Okay. Yep. This seems like a chump block. Gonna hold back the Steward. I like their play here. Like, they've been really smart about using the Steward and stuff to hold back and not allow us to get in with charge units. Like, they've been playing it smart. I'm just not sure that I understand what their deck's going for. Feels a little strange. Shamebearer is a really good answer to Deleph, by the way. However, so we're going to Worldbearer, kill the 6/2, get ourselves another power card. Do I even attack with Deleph now, though? I think not. We just want to protect our face for now. It's nice to get the additional card, but currently that's not our concern. If we can actually live for another turn or two, then Deleph and Worldbearers are just going to take this game away. We don't need to get cute right now. Oh, nice. So they attack the team, and that's going to let us get in with the other Worldbearer if we want. Do I block there? We're going to take 8 damage with the Nightfall, so we go down to 9. That's pretty low. That's pretty low. Still, I mean, the difference between 9 and 10 isn't a lot, and stopping a unit is good. Grenade and drone again. And combust for the big boy. Sure. And a Pyro Knight. Wow. Okay. Ooh, hello. Even better than playing this Worldbearer Behemoth is going to be Moonstone Vanguard. Because it also gets to block on defense and gain us life. I could have traded for the Pyro Knight, but if they just want to spend their whole turn powering that up, I can trade it with Moonstone Vanguard and be pretty happy. Do I want to attack with Deleph now? I mean, it forces them to hold back Pyro Knight. I think we have to. I would like the extra card. 6. Alright. Either hold it back or level it up, either way. Okay, so we get to blank the attack and trade. I mean, I'd love to have kept the Moonstone Vanguard, but I don't worry about it that much here. Now, I'm actually going to attack. See what we can get here. Let's say Courtier or Sure Shot. We will let them have a Courtier. Sure Shot's not doing us a whole lot, but Courtier is definitely not doing anything. We could do double Stingers, which is certainly a thing. We could also practice Arcanum and play one Stinger. Gain ourselves some life back with Refresh. It's not unreasonable. I kind of like the Praxis Arcanum, refresh, gain a bunch of life back, force them to chump block, right? I'm an idiot. That's okay, we can still block with it, that's fine. I'm actually willing to trade Amaran Stinger for some of the deadly units too. Like, I would definitely trade it for Rip Knife Assassin. I still like this play, I think. Making a second target and gaining ourselves a bunch of life is huge. And if they don't actually deal with the Praxis Arcanum, it does do some work. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Surprised they didn't do that earlier on Deleph. If they don't have a power card, we can still keep the Praxis Arcanum alive. And that lets us dump a lot of our hand. Like, we have to chump block, but it's not even really a chump block, it's still just trading. Cool. So now we can accelerate the Moonstone Vanguard. And if we draw another power, we might even be able to do both Worldbearer and Moonstone.
You buying or not?
Krendon Merchant. Yeah, this is a scary turn. That's a lot of good deadly units they just grabbed. Vara, okay. We're gonna accelerate the Moonstone Vanguard. Attack with both. Ooh, Banish is pretty good. Banish is very good. They can trade the 2-1. That's fine. I could actually just banish it when they block, too. We have options. I'm not sure what they're thinking about. Yeah, okay. Funny enough, a double block would have worked better for them here, because I think we want to do this. This gains us so much life on the backswing, too. Zolta Foil. Sure. I will take that. Silencing one of their units seems pretty good. They have In Cold Blood. Sure.
You made it personal.
That's fine. We forced them to have to use their whole turn on the removal. They can go ahead and attack the Praxis Arcanum here if they want. Yep. I think that they should have attacked with the Rip Knife Assassin too, personally, but I understand why they didn't. So we could actually Zolta Foil the Deleph if we want. I'm not sure how much I care about that. It's a fine enough card, but... So let us play a post-combat Amaran Stinger. I'm gonna have to trade again. Ooh. Well, not if we draw that. That's the one power card that doesn't work out that way. So we have 8. We can go to 9. We can Zolta Foil and Vara. I actually think that we keep that. Let's see if we get anything really good, because I kind of need something pretty good. Okay, I don't want to give them Pummel, is the problem. Alright, I don't love that either, because they've got a bunch of Unseen, but don't know that I have a better option, because Pummel seems like a bad card to give them. It's going to be a pretty pivotal turn. Slam in for 6. Yup. And assembly line. Well, we have our plan. I think that do I still attack with Deleph? No, I can't actually. Doesn't matter what we get off of it. It's too dangerous. So Vara, they'll just sacrifice. More than a little bit unfortunate there, but at least we get to silence that. They haven't shown a lot of removal. We might be stuck chump blocking, though, if they actually have some. And I'm not sure how we can recover from that.
Now it's my turn.
That's fine. I'll let that live. Like, let it be a 7-8 deadly. I think we can beat it, we just need time. Wait, they attacked with the 4-4? That's really good for us. That's a pretty big mistake. And we get killer. Didn't get anything with deadly ourselves yet, though. We could actually pummel the Vara so we can kill their Vara, which is interesting. You know... makes the most sense. Because this counts as an attack, right? We should be able to... Nope, it doesn't count as an attack the way I wanted it to. It didn't count the way I wanted it to. Alright then. I wasn't sure if that counted the way that I wanted it to, because it considers it an attacker. If you have something that says that it kills an attacker, that works. Well, could have Viper's Bited it instead, but I thought that the pummel would work. That's unfortunate. Let's see if I can draw something that matters here. No, Gilded Flames will do it. See? Never didn't have it. Never didn't have it. The whole time we were fine. Thank you, Deleph. Oh, no! Oh, Stinger? Okay, sure. I was worried they were going to take Deleph. Ah, alright. That's pretty good. This deck is wild. I have no idea what they're doing even now. Okay, wait, they're holding back a 1-1. For reasons, I guess? Huh. Do they have Combust as well? Because that'd be really gross. No. Banish seems okay. See what Deleph gives us. Welding Torch. I actually like Welding Torch here. So we can Sure Shot and then Welding Torch it later, which is kind of fun. For now, we'll draw Banish, play the Sure Shot, pass the turn. We can block the Rip Knife Assassin with the 2-4. They've got Vital Arcana and the 6-drop 3-3, which neither of those are doing a whole lot for them. So I don't mind the cards that we've given them so far. And Sure Shot's going to be nasty when we put a Welding Torch on it. That thing's just going to be huge. How big does it get immediately? It gets +6. It gets +6 attack, so it becomes a 12-10.
Another glass.
Not bad. We also get to banish that, so that's not a big deal. So we're just gonna banish the Krendon Steward and Welding Torch away the Rip Knife Assassin, I think.
Learn this lesson well.
Yeah, Bisma is annoying. Oh. Well, we have a way to kill Bisma, too, if we want. I like this, though. This still seems pretty good. And they've got a chump block. I mean, they're not technically dead to it right away, but with an unblockable unit in play, that seems really dicey not to block the 1-1. This game has been all over the map. I kind of love it. Alright, Deleph, what do we get? Dangerous Bargain. My goodness. Huh. Huh. I don't really want to give them Dangerous Bargain. I don't really want to give them Ankle Cutter either. I'll take the Dangerous Bargain. Let's see what happens. This is such a weird game. Deleph does some buck wild things, and I love it. Like, I really don't want to give them Dangerous Bargain for this. They've already shown they have Madness. Hopefully they don't have another one. Sure. It'd be kind of funny if we could overwhelm the Sure Shot to get it to 18. Or sorry, pummel the Sure Shot to give it Overwhelm at 18. That'd be pretty great for us. Alright. Slam with those. I want to see what Deleph gives us before I do anything else. I definitely don't want a Dangerous Bargain right away. Amaran, Shoveler, and Research Assistant. Well, that one probably could have been a little bit better. We're just going to go Praxis, Arcanum. I think we'll Viper's Bite the 2/4. There's no real reason for us not to play these. Like, we could give Charge to Deleph and have it as a surprise next turn, but why bother when we already have all of the power that we need this turn? It's essentially the same thing already. Umbran Reaper. Well, that's one that we can actually take, and then we can annihilate it, which is fun. That'll deal the damage to them, then. Let's go refresh. I would like more life, thank you. And we're just gonna snag an Umbran Reaper here. I think we can probably attack the whole team. Ah, they're also gonna torch it. Alright, fair enough. Darn. They saw through our clever ruse. We get to slam with our team, and then we've got Annihilate. And whatever Deleph gives us. Deleph does give them 2 cards too. Right now it's a little bit of a double-edged sword. Hello, Chemo. That seems okay. And also, you go for Cauldron Cradle. Nice. Relentless Gorehorn. Gorehorn 3/3 with Revenge is a thing. I think we'll get Chemo down. I don't know that we need to worry about Annihilate right now. I don't see them getting out of this game, but they're sure trying to. They've held on for a long time. We now get a accelerated Gorehorn, too. This game is so wild. You have to admire their tenacity. They've really clung in there. I'm hoping that we hit a teacher soon. Teacher, and I would love to find Ebon Smuggler so that we can actually grab Secret Passage. Oh no! Our trap! Got us the Scorpion. Bladebreaker, though. Bladebreaker on Deleph seems okay. It would also not be bad there, I suppose. We have a few options. I could have... Yeah, I could have put it there, too. And then had Overwhelm on it. A lot of things we could have done. We'll just accelerate. We're just going to annihilate that right now. Attack with most of the team. I think I like that. We want to make them chump block a fair bit. But if we attack all out and they have any kind of removal, like for example Annihilate, then things can get dicey. Good thing we didn't put the Blade Breaker on it. If they do something like double block Chemo, we've got Annihilates. So we get good blocks there no matter what happens. And then we're going to be able to get the actual full trigger off of Praxis Arcanum here in a minute and get Talir herself. Yep, there's a double block. This is a little bit awkward play with Deleph because we've used up our whole hand and all of our power. And then we're going to get new cards. So we do let our opponent see them first. The advantage, though, is obviously that we get to give the opponent the cards. It's my choice as to what happens there.
Let's try this out.
Give me some good stuff. Mysterium Orb and Clutchmate. I don't really need Mysterium Orb. Does give them more power with their Amaran. And Haru, Fledgling, and Sandspitter. We'll go with Fledgling. Sandspitter's a little annoying because we actually have a fair number of spells, but a flyer is not something I want to give them. They need to find a way to kill Deleph here right now. If they get Madness too, we could still be in trouble. Yep.
What have we here?
Okay. And we have the game. Scorpion Trapper no. Deleph gets in there for the win.
One and the same.
Whew. Wow. That was a drawn-out battle. That was quite a thing. Hoofa doofa. Alright, we are done that last game, finally. This recording session's taking a little longer than I intended. We have to throw that one back, because we had no shadow at all, only 2 power. This one is okay. Very light on time, which is scary, but we have a lot of time sources in the deck. We'll play the Time Sigil first. See what happens here for our draws. We need a lot more time, generally, than Shadow. Well, Deleph is really wanting to come out and play. It's kind of cool, because it didn't want to last time. We had a lot of wins in the last one, but didn't get to show off as much Deleph. I like the aesthetic of beating our opponent to death with their own card. Well, I wouldn't mind generating a power card here, actually. Daria, Warrior Poet. Okay. Stone Scar Maul is not a bad card for them either, though. That's nothing to sniff at. Let's play another Deleph. Let's go buck wild here. Why not? And they keep on top.
A great find.
Sure. So this could just be for something like Hailstorm to wipe the board. We might want a Xenan Initiation and kill it. Generally, it's going to be any kind of board wipe would more likely be Torrential Downpour. Alright, I'm gonna attack. We've got the Banish here. Really stuck on power. 28 power sources. I was hoping that we draw another one. Jack. Okay. I'm not sure that I want that because we're so stuck. Crimson Firemaw, though. Crimson Firemaw can do work. I kind of feel like I want to kill that. I just don't want to let them have extra damage on their spells right now. And please, 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 please give me a power. Deleph is definitely a double-edged sword right now. It's not super likely that we get this stuck, though. It just happened. Unfortunate. Yeah.
Trust in yourself.
Sure. Thankfully, that's not really doing us much.
I'll finish
Okay.
this quickly.
I don't think what we get off of Deleph is going to be better than Amaran Stinger. I'd like to make sure I get the Scorpions. Lumen Reclaimer and Minotaur Duelist. Huh. That's interesting. I think we'll take the Reclaimer?
Step.
You can shuffle back in some Scorpion traps, which is kind of fun. Like, I'm thinking about shuffling their stuff. We give them a bunch of bad cards off of Deleph, and they ditch some of them, and then we just make them draw them again, which is kind of nice.
Don't try to run.
Yep. Oh, they stunned that, not Deleph. I'm pretty okay with that. Fur Hat and Shadowlands Feaster. Unfortunately, Fur Hat cannot get us a Justice, so we're going to play Crimson Firemaw and hope that that makes some of our stuff cheaper, because right now we're in trouble. At least all the cards we've given our opponent have been pretty useless. Yeah. Yeah. Not sure how I'm going to be able to stop that. Okay. Berserk Deadly Pledge. We'll still go after it. They'll trade. We don't get the Deleph trigger, but that kind of doesn't matter all that much for us. I want to play Daria and have it die. And just Reclaimer and put a bunch of bad cards back in their deck. Not as many as I'd like. Definitely not as many as I'd like. I could also just go for Market here. Get Secret Passage. That's actually not an unreasonable play. Because Secret Passage should guarantee us, or get very close to guaranteeing us a kill on the Howling Peak, which is important. Hitting that Scorpion's also pretty key, because we might be able to use Xenan Initiation to kill that. Ah, Zalchi. Okay. Oofda. That wasn't out of the market either.
The fruits of paradise.
Well, silence and stunning that would be huge. Problem is, can I actually wait that long? I'm gonna get rid of Lumen Reclaimer. We're gonna go for... I don't need to go for Secret Passage now. I can just kill it. It might still be good to go for Secret Passage in case they have some kind of burn. If they do anyways, then we still can't kill it. I'm trying to think about this. This is a tough one. I'll go for the Hunt. I'm not sure if that's correct. Oh, depleted power is kind of rough. Well... Thank goodness. At least that's something. Praxis Arcanum. Don't really want that. I need a power card. You can go for Daria.
Ignite your inner fire.
Sure. I mean, technically we can trade with Zalchi, but that's not really what I want to do, because then we just give them 2 4/4s, right? And that's not going to help us. Another Howling Peak. Oof. Yeah. That's pretty good. Weird. When you get stuck on power for a billion turns, you tend to die. Huh. Whack. Yeah. I mean, this is just really unfortunate. 8 draws for us to get power was not good. Deleph is a good card, but you actually have to be able to play the cards that you're drawing. Yeah, Jack almost got there, too. Darn. That's too bad. Well, now we've lost as many games as we lost in our last 5. I'm hoping that we can win a whole bunch more so that I can make up for the recording that we lost. Because we were doing really, really well. I'm sad about that. We did awesome. But anyways, let's go and do another game. Game 4. This hand looks very medium, but I'm going to keep it. We've got the Scout. If we can draw any undepleted power, then we're fine. Profit into Vara is great. And I know that we got stuck on power last time, but we actually have a decent number of power sources in the deck. Like, there's still 25 left. Yeah, there we go. It's not an insane amount, but it's not bad. Do I want a Crest? I think yes. Our opponent also mulliganed to 6, which is kind of rough for them. I want to keep that Crest because it means that we can for sure go all the way up to our Worldbearer Behemoth. And yeah, I'll keep Xenan Temple too. We've got a nice curve out now. The other thing is that we saw last game, one of the things with Deleph is that you want to have a lot of power so that you can play all the cards. Looks like our opponent is on temporal control, which, hoo boy, we're going to have another real long game then, huh? This might be one of the longest recordings that we've had. We'll see. Hopefully they don't immediately kill Deleph, because obviously that does throw our curve off, having these depleted. Nothing I could have done about that, though. Playing fire? What's going on? Maybe they're not temporal? Alright, well, I'm going to play that first, just in case this dies, and then we're going to attack and see what happens. They have something in hand. Betray the Cause, or Bisma. Honestly, I don't really want to give them Betray, because that does let them hit us with a Deleph. Oh man, Madness is really good against us. Yeah, I guess we give them Bisma. That's maybe the worst Deleph I've seen. Because that was 2 cards that we really didn't want, and 2 cards that we didn't want to give our opponent, which is not the greatest. Opponent might have the board wipe here. How many colors they are? Okay, fair enough. I wasn't sure that they would actually be able to just slam it and have it. Like, this is some wacky stuff they're doing. Xenan Temple's nice, though. And we get... Ooh, Praxis, Arcanum, or Moonstone Vanguard. I'm going to go for the Vanguard here. Do have options, though.
Learn this lesson well.
Sure. It's kind of nice to give them the Bisma in some ways, because it means that we actually get to have something to fight with, like a Moonstone Vanguard or with Worldbearer Behemoth. It's too bad we can't do it immediately. Big question is, would I rather lose Worldbearer or Moonstone if they have removal here? I think the answer is Worldbearer. Moonstone Vanguard plays better around later, like permafrosts and things. And also just drawing a card feels a lot better, I think, than getting a bunch of power out of our deck right now. I don't think that the Worldbearer is going to last long enough to power up like a bunch of times and get us a lot more card advantage than Moonstone will. So drawing a random card is better than drawing a power card. Well, they're in the tank, so maybe they don't immediately have removal. Looks like they don't. Although they should have removal in the market of some kind, right? Like maybe an Equivocate, or... I mean, I don't know what they're playing. They're in a million colors. There's another Deleph. Cool. It does feel like they're actually just the control deck. Maybe they're just playing Crest for extra crests, but if you're in 3 colors, you already have more crests than you want, so I'm kind of surprised by that. In any case, now we get to kill Bisma, because obviously the plan was to not let us have World Joiner, and so I'm going to want to have World Joiner, thank you. If you don't want me to have it, then I definitely want to have it. We've got to be careful, though. We don't want to put too much onto the board at once, because I'm pretty certain that they're actually just like a temporal control deck. However many colors they are. It's Scorpion Wasp and Harsh Rule, like, that all is very much that setup. Oh, Chalice. What? Huh. And they didn't use it.
Suffering fills us.
Really wild. That says they have another Scorpion Wasp, probably? No? They have a Harsh Rule? Why wouldn't they have used it, though? Huh. Well, no reason for me to do anything but ping them here. I don't want to put more onto the board. Talked about that earlier. Like, this definitely is a setup for a Harsh Rule, if anything. I don't know why they wouldn't have used the Chalice, though. Didn't seem like that gave them any advantage. Yeah. This is more than okay, though. Let's go. Stinger. And I can either Deleph or Moonstone. I kind of want a Deleph again. Deleph also lets us hold up Banish.
Watch your step.
And we will get to wait here again. I want to get a little bit of incremental card advantage out of all these things. Deleph isn't technically card advantage, but it kind of sort of is in just that you give your opponent cards they don't want. We really need to stop drawing power, though. Scorpion Wasp. Sure. I mean, I could banish that, but I don't actually think I care. Caleb Reborn. Hello. I mean, we give them Serpent Trainer, but I don't mind that. We can just hold on to a bunch of power cards in our hand, and, like, things that we don't want, like Betray the Cause. And then we can use the ultimate here. If they decide to blow the board up for this, that's fine. We still have Moonstone Vanguard as backup. We can still banish the Chalice. Yeah. Without a way to kill Deleph, Deleph was going to take over a lot of that game. Deleph is good against slower decks like that, where we can just constantly gain better and better cards over what we're giving them. Ooh, alright. Now we've got Teacher. Let's go. Teacher and on the play? We have met. I'm pretty sure this is a person that we played earlier. Let's Praxis Arcanum to the bottom. I like Praxis Arcanum, but we do not need to. Is this the one that we got really stuck on power against? I would love a rematch of that game.
You're a sad bunch.
Teacher into Teacher. Removal backup for it is nice, too. Yep, this is the person that we got really, really stuck on power. Oof.
I'll finish this quickly.
I'm gonna want to hit them with the Stinger, so I'm just gonna do it.
Watch your step.
We can also Praxis Arcanum and give Teacher of Humility charge. Because if we can give it charge, we can attack with it and banish a blocker and probably get in. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go for the charge here. I'm going to be really happy if we can avenge ourselves on this. So what do they have? It seems like it could be like a Smuggler now. I mean, they're probably holding up Display, actually. I wish that we could refresh the Teacher of Humility so it would get in. Oh, Viper's Bite. Oh, are they gonna respond? Please. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, that's so good for us. Well, then.
You're a sad bunch.
Please don't have an answer. They have 2 answers? Aw. Wow, that's sick. That's really sick. Man, their hand is so good again. And even worse, it actually combos with our Praxis Arcanum.
Rule number 1, don't drop.
Oh, so much to discover.
They probably have the Hailstorm now too, don't they? The way this hand is going. Gross. At least you can refresh and maybe save something from a board wipe. That was really gross. Oh, why didn't I target... Wow. I was thinking I'd save this, and it's more important, but I would have really liked the Plunder. Yep.
Trust in yourself.
One's got a really good one. Yeah, that was silly of me. Because that extra draw would have been nice. That's how much we're a little bit flooded here. Another Equivocate. Wow. Hoofda. We can blow that up. Let's just attack in for 4. I think that's worthwhile. I might have wanted to do it on our turn, but I can't play both. Okay. Because it would have done extra damage there. Actually gonna get Deleph down. Unblockable right now seems pretty solid, and it's not vulnerable to them hailstorming it. Unless they have 2. Sure, Zo. Oh, wow! The perfect draw! Woo! Got him! Nice. Well, we got our revenge. That's perfect. We didn't get stuck on power, and we top-decked real well right at the end. I mean, we'd have been in really good shape anyways, thanks to Deleph. That unblockability would have been a thing, but... Whew! That was a nice finish. That was a very nice finish. Yes, they were the one loss that we had, and then we turned it back around. Sweet. Alright, well, I'm really happy that we stuck around through all this. So it was a little bit of a wacky day today. I ended up having to record twice, but we got a lot of wins out of this deck. So I'm going to repeat what I said last time. I actually think that this deck is kind of good. I went over it in more detail in the other video that you can see down below, which is the deck tech on it. And I mean, it does well because it's kind of a mashup of 2 decks that are already good, right? Xenan Sights and Xenan Killer have both been a thing at various points and have been pretty good even quite recently. Like, Xenan Sights is still a very, very viable competitive deck, so I think that this deck just has a really nice slot for Deleph in it. It's a slight twist on it, but it's got a lot of those same kind of cards, and it's just a lot of very powerful things. So if you're looking for a semi-competitive deck, or even, it might even just be a straight-up competitive deck, I haven't done enough testing with it to fully say that, although it's done really well for me so far. I don't think that you can do bad by making this deck at all. And big shout out again to all the people who sub and give money on Patreon to help out my channel here, and to my sponsor, Ink Gaming. It's been a little bit slow in spring. It generally is. Spring is a really slow time of the year for me, so I super appreciate all of the extra money that people have been giving me. It's very, very helpful, and hey, if you have a couple bucks, I would certainly appreciate it if you kicked it my way. We have a bunch of different things that we try and reward you with on Patreon and through Twitch if you sub there, and so hopefully that makes it worthwhile for you, and just the content in general. Hopefully my content is worth a little bit of something, because it takes a lot of work to do all of these, and I really do appreciate when you can give a buck or 2 for me and help me out. Thank you very much, everybody. I will be back again next week. We're having the campaign drop tomorrow, so when I'm recording this anyways, and so we're going to be doing new campaign decks right away. I'm super excited for it. I can't wait to do some very wacky brews. There's some wild cards that are coming up, and I'll be excited to show some decks off with them. See you then.